Hello, dear viewers. Welcome to Eskemoz, where we unveil hidden truths and bust popular myths. Today, we're debunking 27 myths we all grew up believing but are actually false. Buckle up, because this is going to be a wild ride full of surprising revelations and discoveries. How many times have you been told to wait an hour after eating before swimming? It's a common piece of advice that many of us have heard since childhood. This myth claims that swimming with a full stomach will cause cramps and you'll drown. The idea is that your body can't handle both digestion and swimming at the same time. But here's the truth. Your body is far more capable than you think. Our bodies are designed to multitask, and swimming after eating is not as dangerous as it sounds. While digestion requires energy, your body can handle both digestion and a swim simultaneously. The process of digestion does not significantly impair your ability to swim. You might feel a little sluggish, but you're not going to become paralyzed in the water. The feeling of sluggishness is simply your body managing its energy resources. If you do experience cramps, it's more likely due to fatigue or dehydration. Staying hydrated and well-rested is key to avoiding cramps, whether you've eaten or not. So relax and enjoy your swim. Don't let old myths keep you from having fun in the water. Trust your body and listen to how you feel. Let's talk about toads, those bumpy creatures that some believe will give you warts. Warts are actually caused by a virus, specifically the human papillomavirus, or HPV, and it has nothing to do with amphibians. So, the next time you see a toad, don't be afraid to admire it from a safe distance. This one is just plain creepy. The myth claims that we unknowingly swallow an average of 8 spiders per year while we sleep. Thankfully, it's completely false. Spiders are cautious creatures and avoid humans. A sleeping human with deep rhythmic breathing is basically a giant snoring monster to a spider. They'd sooner spin a web on your nightstand than venture near your mouth. Chapter 4. Bananas' Not-So-Tree-mendous Origins. Did you know that bananas don't grow on trees? Those tall, sturdy stalks are actually giant herbs. Bananas belong to the Musaceae family, more closely related to ginger than trees. And here's a bonus fact. Bananas are technically berries, while strawberries, raspberries, and blackberries aren't. The world of botany is full of surprises. Chapter 5. TV tantrums, screen time in your eyes. Sit back from the TV or you'll ruin your eyes. How many times did you hear that growing up? But here's the truth. Sitting close to the TV won't actually damage your eyes. It might cause temporary eye strain, headaches, or blurry vision. The myth likely originated in the 1960s when some early color TVs emitted excessive radiation. Modern TVs are designed with safety standards that eliminate this risk. Chapter 6. Head Games, Debunking the Body Heat Myth. You've probably heard that you lose most of your body heat through your head, right? This common belief has been around for ages, often passed down through generations, but it's not entirely accurate. The idea that we lose the majority of our body heat through our heads is actually a misconception. While our heads have a lot of blood vessels and lose heat more easily, heat loss is relatively evenly distributed across our bodies. In fact, any part of the body that is exposed to the cold will lose heat. The reason why our heads might feel colder is simply because they're more often exposed to the elements. Think about it. When you're outside in the cold, your head is usually uncovered, while the rest of your body is bundled up. So, wearing a hat in cold weather is still a good idea, but don't feel like you need to wrap yourself in a full-body cocoon to stay warm. Instead, focus on covering all exposed areas to maintain your body heat effectively. Remember, balanced heat retention is key. Ensuring that your hands, feet, and head are all properly covered can make a significant difference in how warm you feel. Practical cold weather tips include layering your clothing, wearing insulated gloves, and using scarves to protect your neck and face. By understanding how heat loss really works, you can better prepare for the cold and stay comfortable. Chapter 7. Gum's Gone, the 7-year itch that isn't. Remember when you accidentally swallowed gum and someone told you it would stay in your stomach for 7 years? While our bodies can't digest gum like other foods, it doesn't mean it's going to set up camp in your stomach for 7 years. Our bodies are efficient at getting rid of things they can't digest. That swallowed gum will simply pass through your digestive system and be eliminated like any other waste product. Chapter 8. Taste Bud Territory. Mapping your tongue. Remember that colorful tongue map you saw in elementary school, dividing your tongue into sections for sweet, sour, salty, and bitter tastes? It's a myth. Our taste buds are spread out all over our tongues, and each bud contains receptors that can detect all 5 basic tastes: sweet, sour, salty, bitter, and umami. So enjoy that delicious meal without worrying about which part of your tongue is doing the tasting. Chapter 9. Fingerprint Follies. Are we really unique? We're told from a young age that no 2 fingerprints are alike, not even between identical twins. While fingerprints are incredibly individual, the claim that they're completely unique is difficult to prove. The odds of finding 2 identical fingerprints are astronomically low, but the sheer scale of such a comparison makes it practically impossible to say with absolute certainty. Chapter 10. Sushi, a culinary delight often associated with raw fish. But the word sushi doesn't actually refer to raw fish at all. It refers to the vinegared rice that forms the base of this popular Japanese dish. Su translates to vinegar, and shai refers to rice. Sushi can include a variety of ingredients, from cooked seafood and vegetables to tofu and even fruits. So the next time you're enjoying a delicious sushi roll, remember that it's all about the rice. Chapter 11. Sharks, those apex predators of the ocean with rows of razor-sharp teeth. But did you know that these fearsome creatures have a surprising secret? They have tongues. Sharks possess a structure called a basihyal, located on the floor of their mouth. Unlike our tongues, a shark's basihyal is relatively immobile and doesn't play a significant role in tasting or manipulating food. Its primary function is to provide structural support for the mouth and throat. Chapter 12. Remember being told not to swallow watermelon seeds because a watermelon plant would grow inside your stomach? It's completely untrue. Our digestive system is designed to break down food and absorb nutrients, not cultivate watermelon vines. Watermelon seeds need specific conditions to germinate, which our stomachs don't provide. So swallow those seeds without fear. They're actually quite nutritious, packed with protein, fiber, and healthy fats. Chapter 13. Housefly Hype. 24 hours or a month. We often hear that houseflies only live for 24 hours, but this is a common misconception. The average lifespan of a housefly is actually closer to 20 to 30 days. During their brief lives, female houseflies can lay hundreds of eggs, ensuring the cycle of buzzing and annoyance continues. Chapter 14. Frozen Assets. The Truth About Frozen Produce. In this chapter, we delve into the often misunderstood world of frozen fruits and vegetables. For years, we've been told that fresh fruits and vegetables are always the healthier choice. The vibrant colors and crisp textures of fresh produce are hard to resist. But what about their frozen counterparts? Are they really just second-rate options, or do they hold their own in the nutritional arena? Are they just pale imitations, stripped of their nutritional value? Or do they offer a viable and sometimes superior alternative to fresh produce? Frozen fruits and vegetables can be just as nutritious, if not more so, than their fresh counterparts. This might come as a surprise to many, but the science backs it up. They're often picked at peak ripeness and flash frozen immediately, preserving their nutrients. This process locks in vitamins and minerals that might otherwise degrade over time. Fresh produce can lose nutrients during transportation, storage, and even while sitting on your kitchen counter. The longer it takes to get from farm to table, the more nutrients are lost. So the next time you're at the grocery store, don't be afraid to stock up on frozen fruits and veggies. They can be a convenient, nutritious, and cost-effective addition to your diet. Embrace the frozen aisle and enjoy the benefits of produce that's been preserved at its peak. Chapter 15. Great Wall of China, not so visible after all. The Great Wall of China, a monumental feat of engineering that stretches for thousands of miles. There's a popular belief that it's the only human-made structure visible from space. However, this belief is a myth. The Great Wall is not large or distinct enough to be seen with the naked eye from space. Astronauts have confirmed that while they can see cities and other large structures from orbit, the Great Wall remains elusive. And there we have it. Hopefully, we've helped put some long-held beliefs to rest today. Remember, Just because something is considered common knowledge doesn't mean it's always true. Stay tuned for our next episode where we will bust even more myths. This is Eskemoz, where myths finally meet their end.